Bayard Rustin was a man of quiet strength. His demeanor was calm, yet his resolve was unshakable. Rustin's life was a testament to the power of perseverance and the impact one individual can have on the course of history. He was a tireless advocate for social justice. From the streets filled with protesters to the quiet rooms where strategies were devised, Rustin's presence was felt everywhere. He believed deeply in the cause and worked relentlessly to advance it. He worked behind the scenes and helped to shape the American civil rights movement. His strategic mind and ability to organize were unparalleled. Rustin's influence extended far beyond what the public eye could see. His contributions were profound, yet his name is not as widely known as many others. Despite this, his impact was immense. Rustin's work laid the groundwork for many of the successes of the civil rights movement. Rustin was a master strategist and a gifted organizer. He had an innate ability to bring people together and inspire them to work towards a common goal. His leadership was instrumental in many key events. He understood the power of nonviolent resistance and embraced it fully. Rustin believed that true change could only come through peaceful means. His commitment to nonviolence was unwavering, even in the face of great adversity. He learned from Gandhi and applied these lessons in America. Rustin's study of Gandhi's principles of nonviolence deeply influenced his approach to activism. He saw the potential for these methods to bring about significant social change. He was instrumental in the 1963 March on Washington. This event was a pivotal moment in the civil rights movement, and Rustin's organizational skills were crucial to its success. He worked tirelessly to ensure that the march would be a powerful statement for justice. This historic event brought together hundreds of thousands who marched for jobs and freedom. The sheer scale of the march was a testament to Rustin's ability to mobilize and inspire people from all walks of life. Rustin was the key architect of this event, ensuring its success. His meticulous planning and unwavering dedication were evident in every aspect of the march. Rustin's vision and leadership were crucial in making the event a landmark in the fight for civil rights. Rustin's story is one of unwavering commitment. He dedicated his life to the pursuit of equality and justice. His work often went unrecognized, but his impact was undeniable. He faced many challenges, but he persevered. Rustin encountered numerous obstacles, both personal and professional, yet he never wavered in his commitment to the cause. His resilience was a source of strength for those around him. He dedicated his life to fighting for equality. Rustin's work was not just about the moment, it was about creating a lasting legacy of justice and equality for future generations. He remains an inspiration, reminding us that change requires courage and an unwavering belief in the power of peace. Rustin's legacy continues to inspire new generations of activists who strive for a more just and equitable world. Bayard Rustin was born in 1912, a time of significant social and political change in America. He was raised in Westchester, Pennsylvania, a small town that was a microcosm of the broader societal shifts happening across the country. Rustin was brought up by his Quaker grandparents, who were deeply committed to their faith and its principles. The Quakers, or the Religious Society of Friends, were a Christian group that believed in peace, equality, and social justice. These values were not just preached, but practiced in their daily lives. These core values of peace and equality became central to Rustin's life and would guide his actions and beliefs throughout his career. As a young man, Rustin became deeply involved in social justice movements. His activism was not just a phase, but a lifelong commitment. He joined the Young Communist League, drawn to their strong stance against racial discrimination and their advocacy for workers' rights. However, Rustin later left the group, disagreeing with their rigid ideology and authoritarian tendencies. He sought a more flexible and inclusive approach to social change. In 1941, Rustin joined forces with A. Philip Randolph, a prominent labor leader and civil rights activist. Together, they organized the March on Washington movement, which demanded an end to racial discrimination in defense jobs and the desegregation of the armed forces. This movement was a pivotal moment in the history of civil rights, demonstrating the power and potential of nonviolent protests to bring about significant social change. Rustin's Quaker upbringing instilled in him a deep sense of pacifism and a commitment to nonviolence. He opposed all forms of war and was jailed for refusing to be drafted during World War II, standing firm in his beliefs even in the face of imprisonment. His unwavering commitment to peace and nonviolence never wavered, even when it meant personal sacrifice. Rustin saw nonviolent resistance as the most effective way to fight injustice and bring about lasting social change. His life's work was a testament to the power of peaceful protest and the enduring impact of his Quaker roots. Bayard Rustin was deeply influenced by Mahatma Gandhi, the leader of the Indian independence movement, who advocated for nonviolent resistance. Gandhi's philosophy was not just a strategy but a way of life, emphasizing the power of love and truth. His approach to nonviolence was rooted in the belief that peaceful methods could bring about social and political change without resorting to violence or hatred. Rustin traveled to India in the 1940s, wanting to learn Gandhi's techniques firsthand. He immersed himself in the culture and the movement, meeting with Indian activists and participating in their struggles. This experience profoundly shaped his understanding of nonviolent resistance and its potential to create lasting change. He studied Gandhi's teachings and participated in nonviolent protests. Rustin observed how ordinary people, armed with nothing but their conviction and courage, could stand up to oppression and injustice. He saw the power of collective action and the strength that came from unity and peaceful resistance. He brought these experiences back to America and became a leading advocate for nonviolent resistance. Rustin believed that the principles he learned in India could be applied to the civil rights movement in the United States. He worked tirelessly to promote these ideas, organizing protests and educating others about the power of nonviolence. He believed in its power to transform and saw it as a moral force. Rustin's speeches and writings emphasized that nonviolence was not just a tactic, but a way of living that could bring about profound personal and societal change. He inspired many with his unwavering commitment to these ideals. He rejected violence in all its forms. Rustin was adamant that true change could not be achieved through violent means. He believed that violence only perpetuated more violence and that the only way to break the cycle was through peaceful resistance and love. Rustin's commitment to nonviolence was tested many times. He faced physical attacks, verbal abuse, and immense pressure to abandon his principles. Yet he remained steadfast, convinced that nonviolence was the only path to true justice and equality. He faced violence and hatred but never wavered. Rustin's resilience in the face of adversity became a powerful symbol of the strength and effectiveness of nonviolent resistance. His calm demeanor and unwavering faith in his principles inspired many to follow his lead. He believed in the power of love to overcome hate. Rustin often spoke about the transformative power of love and how it could heal divisions and bring people together. He saw love as the ultimate force for good, capable of overcoming even the deepest hatred. He inspired countless others to join the struggle for civil rights, teaching them the methods of nonviolent resistance and showing them how to fight for justice peacefully. Rustin's legacy lives on in the many activists who continue to use nonviolent methods to advocate for change, proving that his teachings are as relevant today as they were during his lifetime. The 1963 March on Washington was a watershed moment. It brought together over 250,000 people who marched to demand civil rights and economic justice. The march is remembered for Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech. Behind the scenes, Bayard Rustin was the key organizer. He used his skills to plan and execute this massive event. He coordinated transportation, logistics, and security, ensuring the march was peaceful and impactful. Rustin worked tirelessly to bring together different civil rights groups. He navigated complex personalities and competing agendas, unifying them under the banner of equality. The march was a testament to his organizational genius. It was a triumph for the civil rights movement, helping to advance the cause of equality. Section 5. A hidden figure, sexuality and silence. Bayard Rustin was a gay man. He lived at a time when homosexuality was taboo. It was even illegal. He faced discrimination and prejudice. His sexuality was used against him. Some civil rights leaders were hesitant to embrace him openly. They feared it would hurt the movement. They worried about backlash from the public. This led to Rustin working mostly behind the scenes. Despite this injustice, Rustin never denied who he was. He remained a tireless advocate for equality. He fought for the rights of all marginalized people. He refused to be silenced. He spoke out against discrimination based on sexual orientation. He paved the way for future generations of LGBTQ activists. Section 6. A legacy of justice. Bayard Rustin's activism extended beyond the civil rights movement. He was a global citizen. He championed human rights around the world. He spoke out against apartheid in South Africa. He advocated for peace in the Middle East. He worked to improve the lives of refugees. Rustin co-founded the A. Philip Randolph Institute. This organization advocated for social and economic justice. He continued to write and lecture on nonviolence, labor rights, and human rights. Even in his later years, Rustin's voice remained a powerful force for good. He mentored younger activists. He inspired them to continue the fight for equality. His commitment to justice never wavered. He left an indelible mark on the world. Section 7. Recognition and Remembrance. Bayard Rustin's contributions were not fully recognized during his lifetime. He often worked in the background. His sexuality made him a target of prejudice. However, his legacy has gained increasing recognition in recent years. He has been the subject of documentaries and biographies. His work is studied by scholars and activists. In 2013, President Barack Obama posthumously awarded Rustin the Presidential Medal of Freedom. This was a fitting tribute to a man who dedicated his life to fighting for freedom and equality for all. Section 8. The enduring impact of Bayard Rustin. Bayard Rustin's legacy continues to inspire us today. His example reminds us that change requires courage. It requires a willingness to stand up for what is right. His teachings on nonviolent resistance remain relevant. They offer a powerful tool for challenging injustice. They remind us that peaceful protest can create lasting change. Rustin's story is a testament to the power of one person to make a difference. He showed us that even in the face of adversity, we must never give up hope. We must never stop fighting for a more just and equitable world. Section 9. Conclusion. A call to remember. Bayard Rustin may not be a household name, but his contributions to the civil rights movement were immeasurable. He was a brilliant strategist. He was a passionate advocate for justice. He was a true American hero. As we reflect on his life and legacy, let us remember his unwavering commitment to equality. Let us honor his memory by continuing to fight for a more just and compassionate world. Let us ensure that his story is told and his contributions are never forgotten.